Ho 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 ho! Hello Zeroverse, welcome back to another stream. I'm Xeromessiah. How's everybody doing today, chat? Hello. Chat, today is gonna be a little bit of a weird stream because the goal is definitely to check out some videos that we're stacking up. I felt like we needed to watch, you know? But also to play some Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now, I'm gonna be honest. The weather has changed a little bit over the past couple days, so I'm definitely feeling a bit out of sorts. So I'm kind of playing it by ear. I would like to play some Yakuza today, but I'm gonna like base it off how I feel. Once we're done checking out some videos and stuff, maybe we'll play for a little bit. Maybe I'll call it early, and we'll be back Thursday. Because I got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. But all of that we will figure out as the day continues. But hello, chat. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope everybody's having a great day. Illuminator, thank you so much for the resub for 51 months. I appreciate it, Illuminator. Thank you for all the support you give us, dude. But welcome everybody, chat. Stream Elements, Tart, Emperor Infinity Zero, thank you so much for the lurk. Nightbot, always a pleasure, sir. Illuminator, thank you so much again for the resub. Kiasis, hello. Ultima Gooner, hello. Xeromessiah, I see you shaking your A, as you should be. And yes, I believe in Europa and around the world potentially. The stream right now is like an hour early for you guys, right? That will change in like a couple weeks or something like that. A couple weeks. But for now, definitely, you know, savor it. Enjoy it. Because I know that just makes life a little bit better, you know. Lireb, good to see you. Super Geek is neat. Hello, how are you? Overlord Dragon King, welcome. Welcome everybody. What build you beat Simone in Expedition 33? I don't know if I had a build per se, Super Geek. I just built my characters and like to synergize very well. So we had like someone who healed and buffed us. We had all three people could deal damage just in different ways. I think those VODs are on YouTube, so if you really want to see what I was using, you just Xeromessiah Expedition 33 on my VOD channel. It was one of the last days, so yeah, because originally I had the shield stuff on, right? But then once we got to that phase and Simon was a dick, I was like, okay, then I'm just gonna fight him, right? But I had Monoko buffing us and healing us, and basically stacking up his power to ring the bell. I had Lune using her lightning dance and building that up, I think with roulette. I had Verso, who was the AP battery for the team. He would basically give his AP to make sure the team's AP was up. Monoko also gave us AP when he healed us and buffed us. And then Verso like built up his power as well. So I didn't have like a build per se. It was just my kind of how the way like I just built the three of them to synergize incredibly well together. At least that's what I remember. I'd have to go back and look at the specifics. Yeah, Rep, just like his customization is just too good, right? He can fill any niche that you want. And once I realized that I could heal us and also go into Almighty and also buff us and also give us the stronger buffs, I was like, this is perfect. Yeah, I know a lot of people do the Mael one shot. I think in the future, when we do New Game Plus, Expedition 33, maybe I'll do that. But for the most part, I like to fight. It's part of the reason why once we got later into the game, Mael was part of the backup team. And I never went out of my way to make her the trillionaire that I'd heard about. Because, like, I wanna fight. Like, I like to fight, you know? Like, that's what Amora is. Who is the best blue mage? Minoko, Quina, or Quistis? I mean, technically, Quistis is the best. Right? She can instantly kill anybody, and she can buff and heal. Nobody else can do that, I don't think. Quina had the best options, but she couldn't instant kill a bitch. Right? Do we count that, or do we count just the buffing and stuff? You know? Like, Quistis was like, hey, I don't really want to waste time. I'm just gonna kill them. I'll kill your whole family. I'll throw you under a bridge, right? That was Quistis. She didn't give a fuck. Also, Quistis had a wit. You know, I don't kink shame, chat. I don't. Quina had the best voice out of all of them, right? Quina has wares. You have coin. You know? Actually, that's Quina's voice was tied with Minoko. I streamed Claire Obscure. Yes, I did, Tart. So, Minoko for the theme. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Gooder. There we go. The entire Expedition 33 playlist. The entire playthrough. So if anybody wants to see our playthrough in glorious 2K, just go to the Xeromessiah Vods channel. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, Minoko having a foot fetish and being able to switch was amazing. Dude, I'm not even kidding, Rep. Dude, I was so happy with my build at the end, and I was also so happy that we could do lightning stuff, man. I got Lune, my goddess. You know? Dude, our synergy in this game was so insane, chat. I do want to play New Game Plus Expedition 33. I do. I feel like it would be super fun. But yeah, every time Minoko healed us, we all got buffs, and the buffs were extended and more powerful, and we all got AP. It was quite a cool build, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun making it. And to be fair, we didn't even have access to all the... We didn't have enough AP to give them all the skills. But man, it was fun. Anywho, I say all that to say, make sure you guys check out the Xeromessiah Vods channel. Since I've started putting the VODs up, once I realized that Twitch was going to get rid of our VODs, pretty much every time we play a game, the VOD goes up. It may take a couple days because I have to upload it and it takes hours. But if you're looking for something since, I don't even know, when did we start? since, yeah, June of this year, chances are that VOD is up here unless there's a reason I had to take it down. Like, you know, like a thing, you know, video game thing with like a lot of DMCA music or something. Am I thinking about a second playthrough one day? Yes, I want to play New Game Plus. I actually got the platinum of Expedition 33 on Steam, but I didn't level up everybody to 99 because I wanted to do New Game Plus and play with a different team. So in the future one day, I would love for us to revisit it. You can't do New Game Plus until you complete the Nevron quest. I did! Guesses, I think I did everything. I unfortunately, some of it I had to do off stream just because we didn't have time. But if I'm not mistaken, because I do have the platinum. That was very weird. I think I did everything. I even did the Endless Tower, which is cool because I actually beat every fight in one attempt. But that's mostly because our synergy was so great, you know? If I'm not mistaken, hold on a second, chat. Yeah, so I have the platinum. I don't even know what this is a screenshot of. Oh, I took this screenshot because even without having all the stuff, I dropped a 27 million hit on the bish, and I was like, that's very funny. Oh, and then I dropped a 40 million. I was like, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did it all. As far as I know, there's even Painted Love. Painted Love, whoa, whoa. You know? Hello, Kate. Thank you so much for the resub, Kate. How are you? Thank you for the resub for 57 months. That's a long time, Kate. Okay, 57 months old is a long time. But yeah, in the future, I mean, right now what we're doing is I'm basically trying to complete all the stuff we have outstanding, and then we can. I was trying to think of something witty, then I sneezed, so my message is a sneeze. I respect it. You didn't see Blanche in those streets? Listen, yes, I mean, you might be right, though. To be fair, I might have missed something, but I feel like I did everything. I feel like I did, but you know me, guesses. I'm a daft dish, you know? Sorry, chat, I was just looking. We do have new quotes, but I just want you to know they were taken out of context, Kate. Chat, did you guys know? Here, I'm gonna get to what we need to watch because I don't want to waste a lot of time today, but there were two reasons why I eventually bought Tekken 7. One of them was because it was on sale at for Evo, and people I had just met, Lucidity, Wonderson, JJ, all said they had played it and loved it and wanted me to play so they could beat me up, right? But then I also saw Max's video. I saw his Hype and Rage video, man. And I had never heard this song before, chat. And I was like, this is some of the hypest shit I've ever seen.
Let's fucking go! My son must die! Ow, ow, he's upset. Ow, he's doing triple electrics.
God, this is so long ago.
Right in front of my
What's up, Major Inquisitor? How you doing? Welcome in.
Fuck off me, son. Ow! Oh. Really? Power crush? Oh my god. God damn, dude, everything does so much damage. I can take literally 3 hits and that's it. Getting good, let's go!
Very nice.
Ah! 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 Yo! Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Oh, this was so long ago, chat.
Dead child!
And I was like, this song is actually incredible. But the way Max put the video together, dude, legendary.
Oh, my eyeball!
Shit.
All right, son!
That's start.
God. Wait, RJ, you said a new Avatar trailer dropped? You mean the fighting game? I'm gonna add it because we need to check that out. I saw Invincible Versus got a trailer, right?
There you go. We're doing good.
Come on! Yes! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Give me my shit. Give me my shit! It's not enough, son! Oh god. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, come on.
Looks like it was enough.
Dude, I love this video. I say it again, chat. I think Max, when he puts together his Hype and Rages and fighting game videos, they're so sick. And like the moment here with the music, my God, dude. And then here's when the keyboard goes crazy, chat.
That's right. All right, I'm remembering.
Yeah, you can.
I'm remembering.
Man.
Remembering. Hell sweeps immediately into crazy horse shit.
Whipping that tail.
Jesus, double electric. Fuck.
Hey, let's go, Ray. Dude, Ray. I used it as the stream loading, and I was just thinking about Max's video, you know? Heat Haze is just one of the best.
It's only when I'm blocking high, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting ready for it too.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my God. And he gets a combo after it. What the fuck?
We'll take it. It's fine. It's fine.
No!
God.
Oh, I was trying to get the goddamn jab.
Yeah, Tekken. I hadn't played a Tekken in decades, dude. Tekken 7. Tekken 7 was something crazy, man.
Let's go! Let's go!
It was so fun.
I hope so. This has to be story, right?
Be story,
This
guys.
has to be story, right? Story. It has to be story, right? Story. It must be story, please.
Yeah. And that was when we played Tekken during the pandemic every day, pretty much.
There we go. Oh, that's right. It's this shit where he has. Oh my God! I thought this was it.
Oh, and you
Oh my God! What the fuck is going on?
have rage, I think?
Oh!
Wow. Whoa! Get it! Hit it! Hit it! This is so fucking cool!
Oh! Jesus!
Bro.
What the fuck?
God.
Fuck you, cheesy bastard!
All day.
Oh my God!
Spam and bench. Bro, those were the days of Noctis, Ray. Noctis just spoke to me, man. They gave me multiple blades and ice and lightning. And it was over. No, Gooner! It was trash. Listen, this was before Max figured out some stuff and changed, you know. You missed Tekken 5. You know, Wonderson, I played Tekken 1, 2, and 3. And Tekken Tag. And I swear I didn't touch a Tekken until 7. I have no memory of playing 4, 5, or 6, or Tag 2. Like, it was one of those series for me that just kind of, fell to the wayside, you know? You know what I'm talking about? 5 was that pure, as my friend Brian would say, that pure. To be fair, Noctis is just disgustingly broken. You know what, Herman? That's not exactly true. That's actually not true. Noctis suffers from the same issue that Victor kinda suffered from, but they fixed a little bit, in that so much of what Noctis has to do is very linear and very get around wise. Oh, lore wise. Oh, yes. Lore wise, yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like game wise. Lore wise, Noctis is a god, right? It is a little unfair. It's like Noctis is like, hey, somebody's like, hey, I study karate. Noctis is like, I have the power of the ancient kings. They're like, what do you mean? They're like, what do you mean you have the power of the ancient kings? I have ring, yeah. I have ring that will suck you dry, right? Hold on, chat, hold on. The power of a cup of noodles, that's true. And a fishing rod. Chat, this is a piece of music from Star Citizen. This is one of my favorite pieces of music from Star Citizen. Welcome in, by the way, Ramon. Tekken 5 had the best intro for you, Rep. Now we in the up here. That's just because you won't fight with us, Wander, you mother effer. Maybe if you fought with us. Bro. Gooner, tell me that wasn't majestic, bro. Gooner, you tell me right now, chat. Tell me that wasn't fucking majestic. This is literally as you are in Quantum in the Pyro system, and you're about to like get to the planet you're traveling to. You gotta tell me this isn't majestic? It was I. Wow, Gooner! Actually, Pedro just came out with a new song. Will that game ever come out? Yes. 10 years ago, I would have said no. Now I say yes. Even 5 years ago, I would have said no. But now, I would say yes. What's his name? Pedro Comanche? Come on. Pedro Star Citizen? Is that? There he is. Camacho. Here, I'm open that for a second. He came out with a new song. I think you guys would actually really like. Is Star Citizen a real game now, or is it still a Pod 6 game? It's a real game. I believe the single player game is coming out next year. If I'm not mistaken, Heat can answer better, but I believe Squadron 42, we actually saw a beta play of it, which was pretty dope, last year, and it is scheduled to actually come out next year. Star Citizen the multiplayer game is scheduled to 1.0 in 2027, released in 2027, I think. However, if you play Star Citizen now, if you buy to play the game, you basically have to buy a ship, which is like buying the game for like $40, $30, something like that. If you were to play it, there's a ton to do. And you could basically just spend hours each day playing it. And it's really fun. But I'm excited for when, let's see, next, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we get a new system that's coming out, Nyx. And then I'm looking forward to the base building stuff. But we found at the Star Citizen thing, we found like a planet that everybody wants. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't know what it's called. Yes, CitizenCon Direct. We watched this in Discord. By the way, chat, if anybody's actually interested in playing Star Citizen, we are in the point where we're starting to actually bring more people into our org that we're making. So if you're interested, make sure you join our Discord, talk to us. We have our own stuff that we're doing. But we are looking for more people. Also, I really like the song, chat. They make you want to have a Cowboy Bebop game. You know, in Star Citizen, eventually, you're going to be able to do bounty hunting, Armand. You can kind of do it now, but it's not as, like, fleshed out. But the goal is eventually for you to be able to do, like, full bounty hunting stuff. So maybe you can become that space cowboy you've always dreamed of being.
I really don't know how.
By the way, Chad, did you know I tweeted during the CitizenCon, and they put my tweet up during the CitizenCon? That was crazy. I thought Brandon was making fun of me, but it actually was on the screen, which was really cool. Here, I'm trying to show you guys a cool place that we liked.
The quantity.
Yeah, they basically were showcasing like this tech they finally kind of worked on called Genesis, which is how it's gonna populate their planets and stuff. Because right now it's been very much like hand putting everything everywhere, but this basically is like taking what they've hand drawn and stuff, no AI, and like what they've worked on, and then being able to like customize a planet with like, you know, how much rain, how much sun, you know, tilt of axis, sediment layers, all that, and then have the game use what they've made to generate these complex structures
and grasslands
of flora.
And from damp, expansive wetlands to claustrophobic,
which is really cool,
festering swamps.
and I actually really love what they show here.
These core biome concepts give us a fantastic platform to hone our technology. In some cases,
everybody
because
wants
the
us
current
to
tech
choose
doesn't
this
do
as our
them at all,
base
or
in the
because we
future,
want to completely step up our game for them.
which we might do. You know.
So, let's approach this planet in much the same way that you, the player, will.
I'm not gonna lie, by the way, chat. We're gonna play Star Citizen on stream probably next year or some, as we work some things out. But when you fly from space onto a planet and see all the clouds and stuff in real time, and like go to the planet, it is pretty crazy. Basically, they have an algorithm to generate multiple worlds off of their pre-made assets. Yeah, Reb, like, because right now they have like a number of worlds, a number of moons, but like they've had to like personally do them, and like there's a limit to like how much they can do, right? Without just like copy pasting stuff over. Now, with the Genesis system, the game will be able to like
appearance of the planets going forward is far
will
more
like be able to
tied
create
what is
complex
present on the
stuff and like
surface.
combine stuff.
Previously, we had different data that drove the orbital and ground coloring. That's because the orbit was designed to look like vegetation that we'd place on the surface, and the ground coloring was trying to be a mix of soil, rock, and the organic compound coloring that forms the kind of colors there. Now we author much more of the data in a unified way. When you look at Earth, you see blues and greens for ocean and vegetation, and brown or yellowy tones for sand and soil. We wanted to keep it as simple as that. The same set of textures and data that define the color of the soil, sand, and rock on the ground are used to create the orbital look. We then assess the presence of vegetation and competition between different species on each part of the planet and use that to blend in tones of green, including variations due to species health and the current season. This creates a far more complete image and allows you to identify features, geologies, and potential points of interest all the way from space. Let's go down to the surface and start with something closer to what you're used to, but in a whole new light.
Yeah, like, look at this, chat. This is so much more in detail and varied and complex. Like, the stuff we've done with Star Citizen planets has been really fun.
The surface of the planet.
But this is crazy, Reb. You see how cool this is?
Soil and rock. One of the things that was missing from our terrain previously was simply feature complexity. Looking at our contemporaries, we lacked detail at the ground scale. To combat this, we've added a new layer of data. That layer is called the medium tiles. These are intelligently placed on top of the existing 4-kilometer terrain tiles based on slope, soil type, and other erosion data. And these medium tiles don't just create height changes, they also bring in local erosion data both for soil and bedrock size values. And this gives us a whole new level of terrain detail, of scale, and allows us to create far more unique locations across the planet. So now that we've nailed the surface, let's have a look at adding some rocks. We've now got two major contributors to the rock content of our planets. Firstly, long desired feature, cliffs.
Yeah!
We are adding
not just weird hills that they have to do.
Cliffs based on the geology at a given location. This adds an exciting new dimension to steep slopes that we simply couldn't get before.
I like when, like,
second is a big
when a company is working on their tech, you know?
Rocks are now found not scattered everywhere, like spilt popcorn at the cinema, but only in places you'd expect
I want
to
you to
find
see
them,
the beauty.
thanks to a brand new rock scattering algorithm that isn't annoying as hell.
No, it is cool.
Using
here.
Physical data.
Let me see if I can. Here, I'll let us just see this and then we'll stop.
Now rock distribution makes sense and has a physical basis. So if you're still crashing into them,
it's only been 50 minutes. How dare you, Gunnar? But accurate.
The rock assets themselves have had a glow up too. We now create rock sets related to a particular geology that look like they originated from the same source. And this ties into how we'll be distributing minables in much more interesting ways too. So now that our base terrain and rock scattering looks good, let's add some vegetations and explore some additional biomes.
Okay, this is the last thing. I just want to see the biomes.
Next one's forests and grasslands are full of trees, various grass species.
Doesn't it look great? Reb, are you going to play this with me? Are you going to join us, Reb?
And they're found in all sorts of elevations, like mountain valleys, open plains, and dense meadows. And when we start to add a bit of fresh water, they begin transitioning into more wetland-type biomes.
No, how dare you say no, Reb?
And while forests are super cool, let's focus on the grasslands and wetlands today.
I will convince you one day, Reb.
So, how are we making these look so great? Obviously,
maybe if I got back on track with stream, he would still say no, Kate.
Because until now, we haven't been able to spawn grass in
large enough
quantities or effectively represented at distance. So we're stepping up our game in terms of spawning, shaping, and shading grass.
This is, I promise, this is actually the last thing. I'm just looking at the biomes.
With Genesis, we now leverage GPU spawning to create vast quantities of assets across all biomes, whether it be dense meadows or more complex collections of ground cover like you can see in these wetlands. We are also able to fit our grass tiles to the ground by conforming them to the unique terrain underneath. Now we can finally cover complex terrain shapes with grass and ground cover assets, and as a result, they are now gravity aligned, meaning each blade is oriented as you'd expect and not sticking out like before.
Yeah, We were actually shocked a little
Next, let's take a look at how we light our grass.
bit. Okay.
Now,
We were actually a little really surprised. Because it was like so far beyond what we like this. Okay, I'm not gonna play this, chat, but you guys see this? You see this cover, chat? This is not some like pre-rendered thing. This is like a shot from the game. We actually have shots like this when we went to Pyro for the first time a year ago, whatever, earlier this year. It's kind of wild how beautiful it is. Okay. All right. Next, we created photosynthesis in real time. Look, if that's what it takes, the red. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started, chat. All right, so obviously a few things hit the docket Friday while I was streaming, which was very rude. One of them being that Halo is coming back. Halo on PlayStation. Halo remake. Which, I mean, I'll be real, chat. I never thought I'd see the day. No, that's not even true. I thought that eventually a Halo would come to PlayStation, but I didn't think it was going to be Halo, you know? I thought it was going to be like Halo Infinity 2 or something, like Halo Electric Boogaloo, Search for a Zork. You know, something in the future. I don't know. I honestly didn't think it was going to be Halo Combat Evolved, which is still a little wild to me. Yeah, Halo about to go crazy. Yeah, I can't wait for Keith. He goes, oh my God, Halo on PlayStation. There is a God. And then the Nintendo Switch walks up and goes, who cares about PlayStation? We're just going to be sitting here playing Mario Kart World. Bro, I love Mighty Keith. His videos are so funny, man. He's so great. Oh, God. But yes, so we're gonna check out the Halo Campaign Evolved Roundtable reveal. Then we'll check out the Silent Cartographer gameplay demo. We'll watch both because I feel like Halo deserves it, right? Rated M for mature. Oh shit! Wow, bro. Warthog, let's go, chat! We're all expecting this to sell 10 million copies, right? Are we in agreement, chat? 10 million copies?
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. Yes, it'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends.
Bro, they're just having LAN parties.
To allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise.
They never left the early 2000s.
Again for the first time.
For the first time is really important.
Oh, it is a high stakes, Kate.
By new content.
They're betting it all.
Excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original.
Stop screen looking!
To evolve to kind of
He's screen looking, chat.
Design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on.
Cool.
And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together,
fair enough.
just like we did back in the original.
Fair enough.
What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
Warthog!
There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
We did it, Chad! We did it!
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
The skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination of pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign.
Halo was the game that almost
endless variety.
made me switch from PlayStation to Xbox.
That we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy?
Final
I think
Fantasy
you
is the one
told
who
me that you don't
won
think
out,
anyone would
but-
ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown
Brandon
us is do
says,
not
challenge
underestimate
accepted.
them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original
God, it's been so
you weren't able to do
long.
before that you now can. You finally kill the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just kind of really
Nice!
take it to the enemy.
Yes!
The sound design.
That's what we need!
All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
The Lumen brightening up as you
Hallmark
shoot the
elements
energy
of Halo
weapons
CE
is
What
amazing.
becomes kind of a
I
freeway
agree.
battle with the introduction of the Flood.
Bro,
There was
the
quite a bit of
Flood.
development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
I don't know that bitch.
Talk to me just
You're
a little
gonna
bit
need a
about
second
how we're
job,
approaching
Kate.
the narrative aspects
I
to bring it
know.
up to the same level
I
as the rest of
know.
this
Too
game.
many games, Kate.
We want to tell an authentic story and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack
Let's
one of
go!
these?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we
The
weren't able to do
gods
for
are
Halo.
back, Jack!
Would be a very good time to leave.
The gods are
I'm super
actually
excited that
back.
This game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
Bonus
It's really
missions.
important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
Yeah! Chad, they're doing everything right.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
Everything.
We've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing
Oh,
really
dude,
high-fidelity
this is
versions of
absolutely
cinematics,
a video
elements of
game's
the
goal.
Sandbox and
Yes.
encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me, that's like a really exciting time in game development.
the ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players.
Wow.
I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Chat. My God. My God. But wait, and it's gonna be yeah, Xbox Series X, PC, Cloud, Steam, and PS5. Welcome the next generation of players. Yeah, hit that classic day back. Yeah. Well, listen, we gotta be careful. If they decide to remake Halo 2, I think it's gonna get a little different, right? Like this is gonna Halo was, you had teabagging. It was Halo 2 that like hell opened up. They're like, yeah, let's not go that far yet. I mean, dude, it looked awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. Here, let's just go ahead and launch the demo play. It looked awesome. Halo on PlayStation is crazy. It legitimately sounds like a remake Reach, you cowards. I never played Reach, Lareb. I've actually only played Halo 1 and 2.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent
and
cartographer
Infinite,
is somewhere under this
I think.
island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Hey, what's up, Kangaroo? Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, we're having a good time. Looking at the Halo remake.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging.
Oh, that was a funny looking glitch, but that's all right. That means it's a real game, chat. Oh my God, dude. Dude, in high school, my friends and I played this game, chat. So much. God. Okay, have a good meeting. Yeah, the lighting is crazy good. I like the sound design too. Ah, yes. Yes. You call me a coward, bitch?
Area secure.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Warhammer. You know our motto. We deliver.
Chat, the Warthog, one of the greatest vehicles to ever be created, right?
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Hop in, yeah. I will never forget, chat, the first time I played
I've been able
this.
to pinpoint the main facility
And
by
the
cross-referencing
NPCs
Covenant
hopped
survey
into
data
the
and
Warthog.
religious texts. We
I was like,
on
this is
line.
crazy.
I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
Oh my God. 22 years ago, 21 years ago, man. Chad, if I drive this, I'm absolutely gonna crash it. You know that, right?
There, in the cliff wall. The silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to
Let's
get in
go,
there and
Master
stop them
Chef.
before they learn the location of the control center.
By the way, chat, the porcupine, the needler, was one of my favorites. You are driving, you're in the passenger seat. That's probably for the best, Reb. I used to call it the porcupine. It was one of my favorite guns, man.
Covenant are putting
crazy
up a real
bitch.
fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Cortana, the goddess.
Don't let them lock the doors.
They locked it! We're gonna die.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Cortana to Keys. Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center? Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress.
And yes, Reb, I am seeing some of the UE5 stutters, right?
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there.
You better wait for him, bitch. You wait for him. There we go. But you know, it's early, right?
Good luck, people.
Hopefully it won't be too bad.
Move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security system.
It looks great, man. It looks great.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
Oh my god, he's on the ship! Or the car! Thank god we got him off, dude. I feel like they might have made the Warthog a little bit more, durable. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like when I would like run into stuff, it would just start smoking. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Oh God! Johnson! Hey, nice work. Yeah, bro, that Warthog, I feel like I would have blown up 60 times already. Did you guys think we were going to be getting a Halo remake? Let alone on every console? Except for Switch, obviously. What a cool weapon. Well, if this launches on the 25th anniversary, then they have another year to polish. It already looks decent. Yeah, that would be perfect, right? And it does look great so far. Oh, man. Wow, that was a big hit. Chad, you'd think they would put armor on their back, right? Maybe they're just lazy.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good. That should open the door that leads
Here we
into
go,
the main
chat.
shaft. We need to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire!
Oh.
Repeat, we are under heavy fire!
Invisibicious.
Understood. We're on our way.
Yeah, I know I mentioned this last week, chat, but for me, like, Halo obviously has a lot of memories, things that, like, it just created for me,
Chief,
like,
Bravo
loved
22
it,
was
right?
bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
But, like, the way they introduced the Flood in Halo, it was so creepy and so cool, man. I've never forgotten it. Because I had no idea that the Flood was a thing, right? Like, your first time playing Halo, you have no idea. And then you're watching that recording and you're like, bro, what the F? You're on that elevator? Dude. Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I would have wasted that on, like, the little bitches, but, you know. I respect it. Here we go. Yeah, no one knew. The Flood was intense. Flood were not featured in any news articles or trailers for the game. It was a complete surprise. Yeah, how it should be, right, Gunnar? Right, Reb? Like, leave some surprises for the player. Let something, like, organic happen and, like, they will remember it forever. Now I would use the rocket launcher. Yes. Yes. This is why God made it, chat. Nice. Huh. Yeah. Pretty freaking sick, dude. I actually can't believe Halo is back. Halo remake on every platform, man. Like, insanity, dude. And like I said, what makes me really happy is that it's clear that they're taking it seriously. Bringing back the core cast is amazing. They want this just to be, like, even better than we remember. But, like, not changing it to where it's unrecognizable, but 4-person multiplayer campaign is amazing. Redoing, like, everything, right? adding to it, but like adding to it, but not ruining it. I'm very happy, man. Yeah, I'm glad that everybody's gonna be able to play this, dude. Like, this is great. But yes, unless you didn't know, unless you couldn't tell by my reaction, we will absolutely be playing this next year when it releases. 100% But yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's still so jarring seeing this. Imagine Mario randomly appearing on PlayStation. Yeah, I know. I legitimately thought we would get a Halo on a PlayStation, but it would be post Infinite, right? Like just something whatever. Never thought we were going to get a Halo remake, let alone on every other system. When it releases in another impossible month. That's true, Kiasis. I'll have to pray to the gods, you know. You know. Man. Very cool, bro. Very cool. Also, good chance to onboard new employees since Halo Studios has new leads now. Think it will be followed by the Master Chief Collection at some point. That would be dope. I had plans to play through the Master Chief Collection, the current one that exists, on stream for you guys at one point. Obviously, that was like years ago and stuff has happened, but I would love to get an excuse to do it. I really would. I think it would be really fun. Okay, so, Chad, this is a game that there's a few other things here. So these were two things that were recommended for me to watch. I saw the Mouse for Hire documentary, which I kind of want to watch, but I kind of also not sure if we should. Kieson says, I know you were checking this out. Is this worth watching? Because Mouse PI for Hire is on my list to play. I think the art style and everything looks really cool. But do we need to watch this documentary? Obviously Invincible, obviously Avatar, which in fact, maybe I'll watch those now. It is if you like the art style. Okay, cool. Mouse PI is definitely on my list. But here, let's check out the Invincible and Avatar stuff first. Then we'll check out Cursed Souls, then Projectile, then Mouse. Now, Invincible versus the Cecil character looks hilarious. Chad, this game is definitely growing on me. Like I like the Invincible show a lot. I wasn't sure if I was like gonna be like, oh, this is a day one for me, but the more I see with the Invincible versus, the more it looks cool. So let's go ahead and check this out. New challenger.
I've calculated our relative strengths, and I'm afraid you won't win this one.
Robot.
Everyone who fights me
regrets it sooner or later.
Monster Girl.
This will hurt.
I like that they're showing them together, obviously.
I warn you.
High beam.
I can help. Prove yourself.
Jesus, bro.
Full power. Not move. I warn you. As close as we've become, I can make no exceptions for you.
and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Like it's never been kicked before.
Oh, let's go.
I'm just getting started.
Gamma wave.
Ready? Let's begin. This will hurt. Neutralize.
Whoa, that armor was dope.
My plan was not to hurt you.
Here we go.
But I come prepared for any contingency.
Jesus. Giga hype beam.
Let's wrap this up. Oh, you did your best.
Okay, I liked it. I won't lie. Also, why did the IGN logo show up at the worst? Hold on. At the worst time. It's not even on the whole video. So why did it show up? Whatever, man. Whatever. It's not even to the end of the video. Anyway, I like the personality they're giving to the characters. Like literally. Register for our upcoming closed alpha, Friday, November 21st to Monday, November 24th. Huh. Bless that high button. Yeah, dude, I was looking for it, RJ. I couldn't find it, bro. Where is it? Is it, where the F is the high button now? I can't see it. I can't find it. Top right corner. Where it says hide. Excellent. Okay, let's look at it again. Thank you, RJ. I'm blind. I'm blind. It's because I was looking at the bottom because that's where everything is. I wasn't looking at the top, you sons of bitches.
Wrap this up. Oh, you did your best.
Very cool. I'm shocked that he gets Giga Hype Beam, bro. Also, I feel like Invincible might be dead. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I like what I see with Invincible Versus. I have to decide if I'm going to jump in. Because we have a bunch of fighting games that are kind of like coming out, right? But at the very least, the personality is perfect. It's perfect, you know? So I'm looking forward to it. Where was it? Omni-Man, Cecil, Invincible Versus. No, I just want them to. I said Invincible Versus. You know what I meant.
God damn it. Fuck you, Nolan.
Fuck you, Cecil.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
I'm not a zoner bitch, but I kind of love how they do Cecil here.
Just for you. Gotta keep you on your toes. Put him to bed.
Here we go.
Stop right there. Do it.
Not bad, right? I think that's like the biggest thing I would say. I wonder if there's a way I can set it to auto hide. That would be cool. The biggest thing I would say is like the personality, like definitely comes out. My eyes can't keep up. That's just listen. You just gotta follow it with your heart, you know, Reb. Now, Avatar Legends got a new trailer. This is so. I'm an Avatar fan because I finally was able to watch the Avatar show along with the Legend of Korra. We watched it together like 3 years ago. And there's a lot of cool stuff with Avatar that I definitely am interested in. I need to see more about the game, but at the very least, let's just check out and see what they got going here. Oh, we're actually seeing a little bit of actual combat. Okay. God. Cool. Cool. That was a nasty. cross up. Bro, that bitch is just in the air. It's like, get down here. What is this, Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Cool. Cool. Dodge D's. Private generation. Cool. I do, so here's the thing. I really like the art style because it's different. The hand-drawn stuff is like legitimately cool, right? I do like how it, and obviously like, so an even bigger deal is like the personality of the characters is definitely coming out, and especially this trolly motherfucker right here, dude. He's just a trolly bitch. That's all he is, bro. He's just a piece of shit is what he is, dude. Look at his, Chad, look at his face. Oh, God. I love it. Burn him! Bro, do they have like, what is going on here? Do they have like perfect dodge or like just defend or something? She like sways, right? I wonder if that's a button or if it's actually a stance or anything like that. I did like how it looked. How about just watching? He's like, this is crazy. This is crazy. He goes, yip, yip. Jesus. Also, she clearly wanted to kill him, right? He's clearly dead from that. I don't know if he's gonna get back up after that. I'm sure they're not gonna go too brutal. Yeah, I mean, so that was actually a cool look at like the actual, like playing it, you know? It looks cool. I'm definitely interested. Definitely need to see more. I know the closed alpha's coming soon. That's where we're gonna actually hear people talk about it, and like we'll get to see some stuff hopefully, and like see what the game is actually like, how it feels, and then maybe I'll put it on my radar. Because for now, I think it's interesting, but like, you know, I want to see more. I need more. Weren't you watching Avatar an hour ago? You son of a bitch! Wonder, no! We got distracted. Bro, I was showing them a Star Citizen. I was trying to convert them to Star Citizen. Reb was like, Zero, this looks so great. I will absolutely join you. That's how good it was, all right? Reb was like, I've never seen anything like this. Hold my beer. I'm going to join you in the future. Yeah, I was kind of wasting time, Wonder. It's not my fault. Now, this is something, Wonder, that you might be interested in. Lulan? The Cursed Saiyan? You did say that in alternate time. Like, Kate, he said it in his heart, Kate. Yeah, Griffiths, bro. So, I don't know anything about this. I just think that that's a really cool picture, right? Lulan, the Cursed Sand is an action RPG set along the ancient Silk Road in the western regions of China. You play as the Cursed Sand, a skeletal warrior wielding the power of sand to explore the lost kingdom of Lulan, battle mighty foes, and seek your beloved princess. Okay. Let's check it out. Give me that 4K, baby. Come on. My love. come to Lulan. Whoa, find me. Cool. 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 Huh. Huh. Cool. This looks very OG God of War, I agree. Do you remember our promise? This is your endless fate. The cursed sand. Okay. Okay. Pocket sand. Whoa. There's some coolness here, chat. There's some coolness here. Yeah, dude. The fuck? Bro, what the fuck is going on now? Okay. 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 I didn't know how crazy we were gonna get. What the fuck you mean coming soon? All right, here, let's rewind it, chat. Let's go back. I didn't know how crazy they were gonna get. I was like, oh, it might just be, no, they were like, no, we're going. It's like God of War meets Conan and Prince of Persia. I agree. I agree. Cause I mean, parry, you know me, Chad. A parry, deflect, beautiful. Dude, moving on that ice seems crazy. Oh, my sand. Obviously, you mean Conan O'Brien. I agree. Yeah, this is where stuff got interesting, dude. Bro, he's tunneling through the sand, swimming and jumping. I love it. This right here, though, by the way. Yeah, that was crazy, and then... Bro. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. I am mechanics of the game. I am certainly interested. Absolutely interested. Yeah, it's got some of that salsa. It does. It does have some of that sauce. Do we know who's making it? Hi, we're the developer team behind Lulan the Cursed Sword. We're thrilled to share our game reveal trailer here. Thanks for all the comments. We can't wait to hear what you think about the game. Okay, cool. Okay. I have to look into them. But yeah, no, that looks cool. Yeah, that's cool. No, they look, I mean, I think that looks really dope. I don't know anything about Chili Room. They have support studio dev experience working with Santa Monica Studio, FromSoft, and Platinum. That explains it. That explains it. Because the way a lot of that combat looked, I was like, this is not like we've never touched an action game before. Like the movements and like the understanding of a game being a game, but also looking cool. It's too much. You know what I mean, chat? Like, it wasn't like, oh, I don't know. It was like, no, there's some like sickness here. Some sickosity. Like especially here into the whirlwind attack, going to the 3 enemies. My God. And then this into the grab using his sand clone. And of course, tornado! I'm very interested. I'm very interested. Yes. Yeah, we will put this on our radar. Be curious to see if they do a demo or if anything comes about. Yep, very cool. Yep, I'm interested. PlayStation. I'm interested. Yeah. Okay. Project Tall. There's another game I don't know anything about, but everybody was telling me I had to check it out. Project Tall is a single-player open-world action RPG that delivers deep immersion, strategic combat, and a rich narrative shaped by your journey. Throughout your adventure, you'll fight alongside distinctive in-game allied characters, each with unique abilities, personalities, and combat styles, who grow with you and influence how the story unfolds. Together, you'll face colossal creatures, uncover hidden realms, and experience a seamless blend of battle, exploration, and storytelling in a vibrant, living world. May contain content inappropriate for children. Okay. That came out of nowhere, but all right. Korean lore RPG. Okay, let's check it out. I like the visuals. I like the visuals a lot. Whoa. Whoa. Oh! You should have shot that bow faster. Oh, God! Jesus Christ. Nice. Offset attack. Shadow of the Colossus. I like it. Charging it up. Okay. Bro, dismemberment of enemies? That's interesting. Cool, but the guy blocked it all. Cool. Creepy. Nice. Cut that back. Hey, what's up, Phoenix? Well, that is a cool looking enemy. A lot of these enemies look creepy and cool. Holy shit, dude. Nameless Korean king? Okay, I'm interested. I'm almost wondering if you can like swap which character you're playing. Let's roll it back. I'm almost curious, can you, because it seemed like the focus was like on certain characters, then it would go to it'd be on another one. So if you can switch in real time, a la Final Fantasy 15 Royale Edition, that would be cool, right? Or even like a Tales of Arise. Seems like Dragon's Dogma pawn system. See, the reason I'm interested about that, guys, is that like, either we can only use, I'm guessing our main guy can use any weapon then, right? Because this is a bow bish. But definitely also, here's the sword. And bow person is to the right now, right? That was a really cool dismemberment. But yeah, see, now we're bow, now we're sword. So either we can switch weapons, which is totally fine. Which makes me wonder then, how many weapons are we gonna have? Yeah, this is interesting. I'm curious. Yeah, this. But see, like, yeah, so you see, like, right there? Yeah, like, we're like sword and shield now, right? Now we're bow. Yeah, maybe we could just switch our vocations. Same dude, just we switch our weapon class. Yeah, cool. I'm down with it. Blah, 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 magic. Yeah. Okay, well, that looked interesting. Now, here's the question, though, chat. When the fuck are we, like, when it, like, do we know when this is remotely even thinking about coming out? Do we have any idea a time frame of this? Tall, the Arcane Land. They said 2027. Okay. Thank God. If they had said summer 2026, I would have cried tears of blood, right? Yeah, no, I mean, there was definitely some cool stuff here, and I love the visual style. That I did really like this creature. I do like how that creature looks, right? You think there was a blog detailing it, like a PlayStation blog? Yeah, bro, I've always been a fan of Liches. Game Informer Project Tall. Nope, no thank you. Publisher We Made Max Co. and developer Mad Engine have released the first trailer for Project Tall, single-player open-world action RPG inspired by Korean mythology. Though the trailer's great, don't get too excited yet because the game is targeting a console and PC release sometime in 2027. Mad Engine says Project Tall reimagined Korea's traditional Tall masks, as well as the mythology and Korean folklore that surrounds these special masks. It infuses this mythology into a fantasy open world for players to explore. Today's trailer showcases some of that world alongside the fast-paced action combat against huge monsters and more. As you can see in the trailer, Project Tau features a companion system that ensures players aren't fighting alone in this dangerous world. Mad Engine says the companion system dynamically responds to the player's combat style and environment in a press release. Each NPC companion has unique abilities, combat roles, including up-close and range magic, and melee prowess, distinctive personalities. Project Tau combines an emotionally resonant story about healing a wounded world with the exhilarating combat of a classic action RPG. With Mad Engine's technical expertise and artistic vision, we're creating a AAA open-world title built to compete on a global stage. We'll have to wait until 2027 when Project Tau hits unspecified consoles and PC to see if that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I did like the art style, right? It did look very cool. And the combat looked cool, but of course, you know, we need more. Cool. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested, man. That is for sure. We'll keep our eyes on this as well, you know. For 2027, that's where we'll get our first trailer for Part 3. That's when we'll get Part 3, Wonder, you son of a bitch. I think that Jeff's Game Awards is gonna be terrifying. Yeah, he's trying to hurt me. I knew it. I knew he was trying to hurt me. The Game Awards, I feel like, is gonna be crazy this year. I'm actually like a little afraid for Jeff, you know? Like, I feel like it's gonna be insanity. Imagine they cancel Part 3 and blame it on Zero. They could. I would accept my fate. I would. You know. Now, chat, this is another game we've been looking at for a long time, right? Also, hi, Gwenny. How are you doing? You're excited for the orchestra? Yes. I need Final Fantasy to release the Rebirth Soundtrack Plus, which they have not done yet, as far as I know. I need the remake Soundtrack Plus. Because the Rebirth soundtrack had so many songs on it, but it was missing some of the ones I want. And I need it. Now, yeah, Mouse for Hire, or Mouse PI for Hire, chat, looks cool. Let's check this out, because, yeah, I think this game could be really dope. Of course, we'll have to see, right? But let's,
Crooks beware.
Let's check this out.
Detective Pepper's in the house.
Yeah, look at this art style, chat. I just think this is kind of amazing.
Our studio combines two worlds. We combine game dev with animation.
We wanted to make a game that looks like the cartoons that your grandparents probably watched when they were kids.
It's so cool looking.
And the rest is history.
Mouse PI for Hire for me is unique.
They won't even know what hit them.
Surprising.
Cuphead Mickey Mouse, yeah.
Extraordinary.
More than just an old school shooter.
It's a game like I've never played before.
Are you ready for a sneak peek of what we are cooking here?
Yes, show us the cook.
Oh boy, here we go.
My name is Maciej Krzemień. I'm the lead producer at Fumi Games. Mouse PI for Hire is an FPS game, but in a very unusual setting of a cartoon. It's
so
in
funny.
3D environment.
It reminds me of like Who
What's
Framed
really
Roger
is
Rabbit,
that everything you see,
but in black and
characters,
white.
weapons, it's drawn by hand, frame by frame. Everything you see in the game is handcrafted.
So at the beginning, we specialized in short film animations. But I always think that people should have the possibility and space to be creative. So when Michał Rostek, our art director, came to me with this great idea, I knew he was onto something.
Hi, I'm Michał Rostek. I'm the art director and lead animator. For me, this game is a great opportunity to spread with the world my passion about the RoboHouse animation. It is like part of pop culture that resonates with people all around the world.
My name is Mateusz, and I'm a lead narrative designer at Fumi Games. What excites me the most about the story of Mouse is just this sheer comedy of it, despite tackling subjects that are quite serious.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
I'm Łukasz Błaszczyk. I'm the lead game designer for Mouse PI for Hire. What I hope that fans will learn from this video is that it isn't just another copy-paste of a boomer shooter. You're gonna meet NPCs, you're gonna
It
learn the
legitimately
world,
looks
you're gonna
crazy,
find
right?
A deep, engaging story. We've designed the game around you having fun.
Chapter 1. Dressed to the nines, the art style.
Our main goal with Mouse is that every frame of the game should look like old cartoon film from the 1930s.
A clue, a lead. What more could a mouse detective want?
So cool.
Every element of the UI or the weapons, enemies, everything is animated by hand.
One of the biggest challenges that we have to overcome is to make sure that every frame of the animation will be as close as possible to 1930s.
You're so
RoboHouse
going to
style.
get this? Yeah. We've been excited for this for a
Animation
while.
is,
It just looks
style of
dope.
animation developed in the United States in 1920s, 1930s, and the things that could be the representative of this art style is the bouncing animation.
Everything bends, everything stretches and
Yeah.
squeezes. It gives us all kinds of different things that, for example, our characters can do with their hands or legs. We're not limited by a realistic art style.
So when we consider 2D characters running around a 3D environment, that presents a challenge for designers.
So unlike the 3D characters that we can make the one model of the characters and turn him around, we need to make 6 different positions, 6 different angles for each of the characters. So front, left, side, back side, and back. So when we are going through the 3D environment, we can see the character who's flat and turn him around. And
this is art vision,
this is
right?
a lot of drawings to do.
This is art, like
2D. Every single change I, as a designer, make to the game balance, that causes a avalanche of changes for the game itself. If I speed up a character, they have to redo animations. The art team loves me. One of the biggest challenges with Mouse PI for Hire was the black and white aesthetic, because usually you will use specific tricks to guide the players through certain locations. You have the well-known yellow paint that shows you where to use what. And we don't have that because we have a completely black and white game, so you have to guide players through light. We will often use typical black and white on objects that can be moved, will be interactable, while maintaining grayscale and no outlines on objects that you can't interact with.
That's very smart, actually.
Put alive to the world through the animation elements. So on every level there will be something extraordinary and unique to see and to experience.
That's actually really smart. Even the music is great, right? Even the music is perfect.
Mouse PI for Hire is a sprawling world that we were working hard on making as believable as it can be in a rubber hose style. And as such, it's a little bit comedic and is a little bit serious when it needs to be. And the city that the game takes place in is called Mouseburg. It has its own unique flavor. It's a cheesy flavor, you might say.
Cheesehead, but that elevator wasn't here before.
Most of the society in Mouseburg consists of mice, but there are also shrews and rats as well. But with a society this diverse, it sometimes creates some friction. And
that's not good.
Jack is put in the
that's not good. Those symbols are those arms.
And
we're a little close, eh?
To solve those problems in many different ways.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in
We're gonna have to clean this place out,
As
Jack.
the title says, he's a private investigator. He's a war veteran, and he has his own scars. He has his way of extracting information, and it's not always as graceful as you might expect.
Ow! What was that for? Standard procedure. Little sucker punch before questioning never killed anyone.
So, as a private investigator, Jack is approached by his clients.
And he is tasked with solving 3 different cases.
The missing magician.
Each of those cases serves a different purpose and adheres to a different trope in general noir theme.
Basically, the cases are starting points for each separate storyline that we have. Along the way, on the levels, we find some clues. Sometimes these are notes, sometimes these are physical items.
Seems I'm not the only party here.
And once we get back to Jack's office, we approach a corkboard.
And whenever there is even a feeble connection between those evidences, you just link them with a red line, which in our case is a gray line. And there's a chance that
they can use Steamboat Willie. That's true.
To move the case.
He's gonna be an optional big bad.
Level, or open up the conversations with an NPC in the hub zone.
The hub is our home, where you start the case, where you end every case.
There are 3 main areas in the hub. Jack's office, the pub called Little Big that is run by John Brown, Jack's friend. And there's Tammy's workshop, when you can upgrade your weapons and just talk to her whenever your heart's desire.
Chad, you see Tammy just dancing?
When you visit the Little Big pub, you can encounter 3 different NPCs. Each of them serves as a handler for a different minigame, one of which is a collectible baseball card game.
Funny.
You can collect cards throughout the whole world. Almost every single level has at least one hidden somewhere, and based on that you can build your own deck of cards.
In our minigames, you can sometimes win hints, additional clues,
this is pretty dope.
Or parts for some upgrades.
So whenever you're stuck with your current case, there's always someone to talk to in the hub.
Right.
I'm Igor.
There's always a way to move it.
Igor, not Igor.
And as soon as you have your next steps figured out, then you can go just find your car And as soon as you interact with it, you're being transported into overworld map, through which you can
Oh,
traverse
nice!
with a nicely painted car and
Wow!
arrive at the specific destination that the case urges you to go to.
Wow, cool.
Mouse PR for Hire
They
has
have really-
more than 10
this is
biomes.
dope.
Every single biome has somewhere between 1 to 4 levels.
This
in
is
it.
really
Since
cool,
the story
man.
is set in the noir style, we thought that every level in the game should be inspired by locations from the cartoons from that era. We want to make sure that the levels will be not only full of variety of places,
Jesus,
but
what was
also
that? Was
will
that
be
Expedition
as wacky,
33?
as cartoony as possible.
Well done, genius. You broke the damn air duct.
Streets is one of the earlier levels within the game. So when you first enter the level, you find complete chaos on the streets.
Don't hurt me, officer. It was just a little cheese stick on the sidewalk.
You will see shrews getting beat up. You will see them getting kidnapped. You will see them disappearing. And yeah, you will see how police officers aren't really there to protect.
He looked too excited about that, chat.
That was a speeding ticket for sure.
Your
There's
goal
some
on the
darkness
streets
going
level
on.
is to enter the police station and find out what's going on to the larger population of Mouseburg itself.
Jesus
There
Christ.
are enemies running around left and right. You will fight enemies that you haven't seen before, especially in the previous parts of the game.
Here's Jacko.
You will have cops that use batons and try to pacify you with
Jesus
them.
Christ!
So enemies, enemies, enemies. Before that, the previous levels were more toned down when it comes to the types of encounters and the amount of enemies you encounter, and this time when they will come at you with everything they have.
Jesus Christ! This is
It's
really
pretty
dope.
difficult to be a one-man army and the single hero who saves the day, even in a cartoon world. So we want the game to be challenging but fair at the same time.
Where the hell did those lunatics crawl out from?
I'm taking a small amount of specific enemies, like melee enemies, ranged enemies, tank enemies, and those are initially presented to you as the player to deal with, learn how they behave, learn what to expect, and then we add twists, what we call modifiers to them. So a tank that you've encountered previously that charged on you and you learned to dodge it when it's charging might now also enable a force field around itself that you need to figure out how to deal with. And these modifiers keep it fresh while
Jesus!
maintaining
This is
the feeling
Doom Mouse,
of
chat.
familiarity when it comes to specific enemies.
Some of the characters.
Also, I love the
are
shirt
slim
the
and
lead
they're
designer's
moving
wearing
faster to us.
from this
Some
game.
of the
I actually
characters
really
are
want it.
bigger and they need to stomp around. We need to have the different approach to the characters because it changes the gameplay.
So it's not just the basic type of enemy. You will also encounter
Mouse
bigger
guy as Doom guy,
enemies,
yeah.
larger enemies, more complex enemies.
That shirt is
like
great.
One that we've already shown. The
Jesus
Pescadores, or
Christ!
The alligator, as it was nicknamed.
A gator with a
And
minigun?
You might also encounter
What is
my
this,
favorite
Florida?
boss enemy, which is the third wife.
Bro.
Once you encounter a specific enemy, you would want to choose a specific weapon.
We have a standard roster of
This is
weapons,
cool.
so you get a pistol. Obviously, you have a shotgun, a Tommy gun. But since it's a cartoon world, there is a freeze gun.
With this portable freezer, meat and dairy will stay preserved until the end of time.
There is what we call a conscious gun, which is basically a brain in a jar attached to a weapon.
With our device in hand, making friends becomes mind-blowingly easy.
That's so
Cartoon
funny,
cannon,
dude.
It's a cannon, so what do you expect?
Sometimes you
That's
knock.
really funny.
Sometimes you knock it down.
The alt fire mode, on the other hand, it will allow you to use that loaded cannonball in the weapon, smash it into pieces, and fire a burst of smaller projectiles if you want to deal with more enemies at the same time.
Cool.
Weapons in the game will also be upgradable.
There's a progression path you can follow as a player, so it's not just I gain the weapon and that's it. I can also improve it. I'll gain additional firing modes to that weapon. So every single
What about lightning?
weapon that you
And a
encounter as a
parry?
player or unlock as a player should feel fresh, not a copy paste of something already
Okay,
found.
cool.
So our approach was to give every single weapon a feeling of that's a perfect weapon for that specific enemy. However, how we designed it and how players use it might be a completely different scenarios.
You need to feel like you actually deal a lot of damage. So we managed to achieve that both animation-wise and sound-wise. We understand that what players feel, it's always a blend of what you see and what you hear on screen,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So obviously the first and the most important part was to make sure that the sound design properly accompanies the gunplay.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about,
So
chat.
we have
This
to
is good.
balance our sound effects to sound pretty oomphy in a kind of way. You need to feel like you're shooting someone in the face sometime, right? We also need to make sure that the music in game sounds like the old cartoons that we refer to. So what we did, and it's actually a feature that we are really proud of, is we added a couple of different distortion filters to the sound in the game that you can choose from. Starting with a filter that sounds like very early wax cylinder recordings with a heavy distortion. You can choose to use a filter that resembles, say, 1930s/1940s vinyl records. Obviously, if you want your sound in mouse to be crispy clean, that's fine. You can opt to do that. So we want the players to be able to customize their sound experience to an extent, which is pretty cool because it does change how it feels.
Cool. Chapter 4, final thoughts.
From the beginning, I knew that this game is like no other.
It's handcrafted entertainment full of love, made for real people, by real people, which is amazing.
We just want to give the players this fascinating world that is outlandish and relatable at the same time.
The whole game as a package is exciting because every little detail that we work on across every team just makes something unique.
I'm most proud of the team that's building the game and the boundaries that they cross every single week, every single month. I know it sounds cheesy, but we create something that is
the dev team
truly
hoodie,
a
you need
human
it?
experience
I need to add it to my
in a world
collection.
inhabited by mice.
When you're a creator, you always want people to enjoy the work that we do. So it was really outstanding for me that this idea resonates with all variety of people.
I can't wait to see how players are enjoying it, what they're doing with the game, and seeing the creative fluids that we've put into the project go beyond that.
We showed you a lot today, but there's definitely more where that came from. So now it's time to step out of your office, gather some clues, connect the dots, and save Mouseburg, because right now you're the city's only hope.
Cool. I mean, look, when? March 19th. It might be okay. It might be okay. We'll have to see. My brain is telling me that like there's like 3 major games also coming out around that time. But huh? Wait, what does this mean? Wait. There's no way this game is only coming out on Xbox, right? That doesn't make sense. Monster Hunter Stories 3 the week before and Crimson Desert on the same day. It's on all platforms. Yeah, I'm about to say. Maybe they did this because it was just part of the ID Xbox thing, right? Yeah, it's on all platforms. Thank God. Yeah, Gwenny was like, what? No, we're good. We're good. I think it just says Xbox. It was part of the Xbox showcase. I mean, this is a game that we've looked forward to for a while. I can honestly say that it looks even more incredible than I remember. It has a lot of personality. I think it sounds great. I think it looks great. I think it looks hilarious. I want to play this very badly. We're going to have to figure out a way. I'm going to have to figure out, like I said, I probably at the end of this year, in December, I'm going to like truly sit down after the Game Awards and chart out January through June of 2026. Because right now there's so much stuff everywhere, but this is definitely a game that I want to play if given the chance. I think it would just be super fun, man. I really do. Cool. All right, so chat. Here's what I'm thinking, Zeroverse. I think we might call the stream there. So as I mentioned, like we had like a 20-something degree temperature drop, and I'm definitely feeling it a bit. And it's like I'm definitely feeling it in my back, especially as we were kind of going. And I'm like, if that's the case, because tomorrow I got to do some more recording and some work, and I do want to stream Thursday and Friday. So I think what I might do is we might call it here, and Thursday, Friday we'll be back. Obviously, we probably will do Yote, but I'm gonna do 2 days of Yakuza next week. So to make up for not doing Yakuza today, Monday and Tuesday we'll probably do Yakuza next week. Because I'm actually at a good point for you guys. My management is at we're at a shareholder meeting, Gunnar, to get into the top 10, which would be dope. So we're at a good point where it'll be a lot of good stuff. But yeah, we'll see how we want to do it. But I think that's probably a good idea, because I'm like, I probably could go for like another hour, but I'm like, I don't really want to start and then stop, you know? Vampire Survivors has an update. Oh, the Belatro stuff. Yeah, Ben. I forgot about that. But yeah. Yeah, Reb. Reb, you would be so proud of me, Reb. I think we're ranked 11 or 12, and we're at a shareholder meeting that if I complete, I think we're top 10. So we're good to go. We've done a lot. I upgraded the Romance Workshop to rank 3. And yeah, we're just hanging out, you know. But yeah, chat. All right, yeah. Sorry for the shorter stream today, chat. I can totally feel it, and I'm like, I don't want to push myself where it'll be a problem. But at least this way we were able to check out some of those trailers that people were wanting us to look at, have some fun. I showed some Star Citizen, which I always like to do. But yeah, all right. Like I said, chat, no streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be recording and working and doing all that good stuff. With Thursday, we will be back where we will probably most likely play Yote to finish out the week, Thursday and Friday, and then just do Yakuza next week. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you join our Discord if you want to chat with us, be notified when I go live, have a good time, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday for some Yote. Take it easy.